Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. My name is Lynette. Today, we're going to talk about being complacent in life. Sometimes we fall into that trap where we think we've done all we're going to do. This is it for us. I'm contented with watching TV, my career. I'm at an age where maybe I should kind of settle down. But the interesting thing is, and this is really exciting about life, is that you never know what doors are still left to be open. I'm going to share with you what happened to me recently that made me really realize this. And that is, I went on a social media platform and I asked one question about something, thinking maybe I'd get a feedback or two. Well, I got so many redirecting me to different avenues for what I was curious about. And in doing so, oh my God, there was so many things that I still have left to turn over, to reopen, people to communicate with. And it was so exciting. It made me realize that where we are today is not where we need to be tomorrow. I realize we're all on different journeys, and you will find this out in your own way when you open yourself up to searching more for the things that you love or you're interested in. But we don't need to be complacent. The big picture is there are still at least 3 more rungs on our ladder. And when you reach the top of those 3, there is probably 3 more. Because when you think you've reached the height of where you need to be, boom, a whole new world opens and you realize you're not even close. And in doing so, this develops you as a person more so in ways that you never thought existed. It's building confidence. And the more exposure you bring to your life by meeting these new people, asking questions, developing who you are, developing being really good at what you're interested in, you will find that life has basically just begun. And it's interesting to look back and think where you are now. In so doing, we can see the limits we've placed on ourselves, thinking that we've reached our peak. And this is why I think people get bored, or like I said earlier, they get complacent, thinking they're okay just as they are. And in some regards, you are. If you're totally contented with what you're doing, it's okay. But if you feel like there's something missing, that you want more, start turning over new leaves. Start looking under every rock. And it is amazing what is still out there, how much more developing you have to do, how much better you can be at what you're interested in, and how you're going to develop more as a person, more walking in confidence, more trusting yourself, being your best self, and not caring so much what other people say, just nodding and smiling when they try to redirect you, because you know within yourself that you're walking the right path, you're walking the good path. I'm going to recap on what I said because I really feel this is very important. If you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling, is this all there is, or maybe even a little depressed, whatever, it was exciting to me and a pleasant surprise to me that this had happened. And again, when you're feeling complacent, when you feel like you're at the top of your ladder, that this is it for you, this is who you are, this is how you live, this is all there is, whether you're contented with it or not, but you just want a little bit more, think, pray, meditate on what your interests are, what you're good at, and reach out, whether it be on a, I'm not huge on social media platforms because there's good and bad. However, that is one avenue to reach out to people. But start turning over every stone you can and get input, or read all you can, and wait for valid input to come to you. And weed out what feels right, what resonates with you, and reach out to it. And you will find there are more rungs on your ladder to climb, and it's very exciting. And like I said, it was a very pleasant surprise for me. And I have a hunch that when we reach those 3 new rungs, when we really establish where we need to be and what our interests are, what our desires are, I have a feeling there's going to be 3 more, and then 3 more, and then 3 more. But I think God only gives us a little at a time so we're not overwhelmed. But I realize no matter what you do, you can be good at it. Everybody can be good at it. Everybody can be better at it. I'm going to share a little story with you. In my earlier episode, I talked about I used to be a rower, a boat rower. And when I started, I literally could only be on the rowing machine for like 2 minutes. And then as time went on, and I got in a boat, got on the water, and I felt myself getting better and better. And I realized then and there that if we work hard at something, we can be good at it, regardless of what it is. We are all capable. You got to believe in yourself. You got to know that you're capable of doing it. It takes work, but the work can be fun. So get up, get excited on what your next chapter is. And regardless of your responsibilities, we all have families and loved ones, and regardless of what that is, it has nothing to do with you. This is just your thing. This is who you are. I believe we're all born with innate talent that we have to nurture and develop it and build it. I believe we are all born with or acquire goals, interests that we see that we want to get in touch with more and more. But the big picture is I believe we can be good at it, no matter what it is. We're all on this journey together, but yet we're all on this journey separately. And that's kind of how life is. We have our friends. It doesn't mean we need to be just like our friends. They're there and we love them. But you need to develop you just for you. This is who you are. This is your innate ability. So keep taking the steps forward. Get excited about tomorrow. Get excited about today. Get excited about developing who you are into the better, stronger, more confident person. Keep taking those steps forward. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. In my journey, what opened up for me is things that I never knew existed and people that I will get in touch with. It was such a flood of information when I took the time to reach out. And I am excited. I need to kind of organize it and dissect it and separate it because it's overwhelming to think of everything I need to do. But we don't have to do everything at once. Just take one thing, one step forward. Just always keep moving forward. With that being said, I would like to think that we are on this journey together. And I would love to hear from you. I am on Facebook. My name is on the show, Lynette Miglet's Health and Happiness with Lynette Miglet's. It's M like Michael, IEGLITZ. And feel free to message me. I would love to hear how you're doing, because we are all on a journey together, but yet separate. And that's what brings us together. In other words, we have our own thing. What an accomplishment. It's so exciting to have your own thing. You can share people's interests, what makes them tick, what they love, what they do, their hobbies, their talents, their growth. But you have your own thing, and it's something that only you hold dear in your heart. Nobody else. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, does, or thinks about what you're doing, but that you keep stepping forward and you keep knowing that you're good at what you do and walk in confidence. And this is part of what makes you you. And I'm talking about the things that are just for you, who you are, your identity, your title. In closing, I want to give a shout out to my friend Francine in San Francisco. I see that she has supported my podcast show, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate her support. I appreciate her friendship. I appreciate all of you. Get excited about 2024. No matter what you're facing today, it doesn't matter, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what windows are going to open, what doors are going to open. So be excited for that. Be excited about developing you, no matter what's going on in your life. I want you to take time to focus on you, what you like, what makes you tick, what makes you who you are. You are an individual. Even when you're with a group of people, you're still separate in terms of who you are, what your interests are, what you like. So with that being said, it's time to be excited about 2024. It will be exciting to see where it brings all of us. Until next time, have a great week. I'm excited to hear about your adventures, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.